down.
Stand by, Rick. We're just going to pause here to project. And we can project that Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin, the key battleground state of Wisconsin. It's 10 electoral votes. I believe that then makes Donald Trump now, ABC News can project that the former President Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States. That takes him to 276 electoral votes. There are still states on the map to be counted. Not since Grover Cleveland has someone served non-consecutive presidential terms. John Carl was talking about that earlier in the night. It's now become a reality. Again, the breaking news at 5:31 here in the East. Former President Donald Trump, ABC News now projecting, will be the next president of the United States, and part of the path that he built along the electoral map is this blue wall that the Democrats were convinced would be Kamala Harris's best route to the presidency. Donald Trump winning Pennsylvania, and now he has won Wisconsin. He won North Carolina and Georgia. And a number of other battlegrounds are still being counted where he holds leads. Significant, even though we've been reporting on this and the analysis has been excellent and careful from the whole team here all night long. But we are here, and Mary Bruce, John Carl, your first reaction here to the official news. Donald Trump is headed back to the White House.
Look, we said it as we approached this point. This is just an unbelievable comeback, the greatest.
In Wisconsin.
Yes, we can.
NBC News projecting that Wisconsin was won by Donald Trump, and therefore, as you see on your screen, we are now projecting that the next president of the United States is Donald Trump.
He will reclaim the White House. The 45th president of the United States will become the 47th president of the United States, being elected for non-consecutive terms, a feat that has not been achieved since Grover Cleveland did it back in 1892. And there's the map. 276 electoral votes. You can see how he did it there. The blue wall has been shattered once again. Wisconsin putting him over. Chuck Todd is standing by the big board. We're going to take a look at precisely how he was able to do it in Wisconsin. But Chuck, President-elect Donald J. Trump.
And more importantly, he's going to win the popular vote. It's not done yet. It's, there's still more, but it's very likely. This is not like 2016 or 2020. He's going to be only the second Republican to win the popular vote this century. And by the way, we are now going to have 3 straight one-term presidents. The last time this country elected 3 straight one-term presidents was when a guy named Grover Cleveland won non-consecutive terms. It was in the aftermath of the Civil War, of post-Reconstruction. And frankly, I do think an era that rhymes with the era we're living in now. We were fighting about who's an American. It was a very divisive time. We had 5 straight presidents, excuse me.
A toss-up, as is Michigan at this hour. We rate that because, again, the vote tally still coming in at this hour, and it's modeled against exit poll numbers. But we are expecting a new batch of numbers in the state of Wisconsin, which we have rated lean Republican. So we could have some news shortly about whether Donald Trump has officially reached the threshold to be named the next president-elect of the United States. We have not heard from Vice President Kamala Harris. Her campaign co-chair spoke to supporters saying go home for the night. And CBS News now projects that Donald Trump is the winner in Wisconsin. That gives him the number of electoral votes he needs to become the 47th president of the United States. This is an incredible moment in American history for Donald Trump, who faced a number of challenges in this contest. It was an election unlike any of us have ever covered.
A life unlike any we've ever covered. This man, Donald John Trump, born in Jamaica, Queens, New York City. We are here in Manhattan. And so many of his friends have always said his goal in life was to cross the river from the outer boroughs to Manhattan. Well, he has crossed the river again to the presidency tonight, winning the presidency, as CBS News projects. this will usher in potentially an unprecedented era in American history to have someone who believes firmly that he has total presidential power in terms of official acts based on the Supreme Court ruling earlier this year, does not have to serve in prison despite being convicted in a criminal trial, and despite pressuring his own vice president to overturn an election, has been warmly embraced by the party, the Republican Party once again, and won the presidency based on our CBS News projection. And he is willing and able and ready and excited, I'm told by sources close to him, and including by him himself, to return to the White House and wield power on immigration, foreign policy, the economy, the executive branch. A moment in history. Some Americans are very scared, alarmed. They see Donald Trump as a threat, a danger to American democracy. But as you saw in Florida tonight, many Americans believe he's an agent of change. He's an outsider who speaks to their grievances. This country's not really necessarily ideologically divided, or red versus blue, but it's divided deeply about who Donald Trump is, what he represents, and what this country is in November of 2024.
Donald Trump winning the crucial battlegrounds of Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina.